There was a time in my life where I supported everybody and I pushed everybody and I promoted everybody except myself. And doing that, I realized that I was doing myself an injustice because, it's okay to support other people and it's okay also to support them, to push them and promote them. But you can't forget about you because your number one obligation is that you be who you're supporting. Caught up in the shadow of another person. You're supposed to let your flag fly because you've been made with a gift, a talent, capabilities, insight, foresight, whatever it is that you have. It's been given to you for a reason that other people might benefit from it. So just make sure that you be 100 with you in all that you do. It's Savoy Life, hollering out to you one more time. Be blessed. Hey, Great Rise family, friends, FB friends. Just want to holler at you real quick. Just want to share a few things with you. I want you to help yourself and stop assuming so many things, because what I found is that many people get disappointed because of their assumptions. You think you know somebody and you really don't. You think you have it all figured out without even taking time out to figure it out. So you already deceived yourself. So you're walking in a form of deception. I just want everybody to learn that, you cannot assume that you know something if you haven't done the research, if you haven't studied it, and if you hadn't found out the real truth. This is one of the things that cause people to take and make the wrong decisions in life, is because they assume that they know what they're doing. It's one of the reasons that people make the wrong choices, because they assume that they know you or that they know me, which is definitely not the case. A lot of times what you see is the finished product, because whatever a person was yesterday, that's not what they are today. They are what they are today based on the experiences that they had, and that doesn't mean that they're a finished product either. So they're still changing, they're still evolving, and a lot of times when people assume that they know somebody, they assume wrong, because you don't know somebody. How can you know somebody when they're constantly being transformed, when they're constantly evolving? So you don't know. So since you don't know, you allow yourself to fall into a state of false perception, and now you're believing a lie, and it's your lie. You made it up. So it's just like, well, let's call it what it really is. It's your opinion. You develop opinions based on the things that you heard, based on the things that you've seen, based on something that somebody else told you, and a lot of times it causes you to fail your own self. Look at this. Do yourself a favor. Stop getting caught up in believing what somebody else said, and stop letting so many other things influence you, and allow yourself to be open-minded, because being closed-minded is what has caused what they call the generational gap. But it's not really just a generational gap. It's a gap in communication. And the reason I say it's a gap in communication is because some of the people that are caught in the generational gap, they have the same problem with other people in their same age group. They have the same problem with their mother. They have the same problem with their son. And I'm just using that as examples. Different generations, they have the same problem, because when you close up your mind, you think you know it all. And when you think you know it all, you can't learn anything else. So if you get anything out of what I'm saying to you right now, and I'm trying to be 100 with you, because I'm just getting tired of the foolishness. I'm getting tired of the people that convince themselves that the lie is the truth. You don't know people until you really did some research, and even then the dynamic is it's ever changing. So we have to stop building up our opinions and start acting like our opinions have become truth. If it's not a universal principle, if it's not based on cause and effect, then it's not the truth. It's just your opinion. And one thing about opinions, they belong to the person who has it. So your opinion is yours, mine is mine, but the truth is always going to be the truth. Listen, this is Savoy Life. I just want to just share with you a few things. It's not always what you seem. I'm probably not even what you seem. Like, I don't look like what I've been through, and that's the old church cliche. But in my case, it's the real thing. Because where I've been, some of the things that I survived, some of the things that I endured, some of the things that I suffered, you have no ideal, so you don't really know me like that. What you know is that I'm a positive person. What you know is that I'm always trying to encourage them because I want to empower, I want to motivate, I want to make a difference, and that's what you know. So instead of trying to come up with instead of trying to come up with some kind of conclusion or something that you assumed in your mind to be the truth, get to know a person and take them at that value, because everything that I do, really, it's really selfless. I'm not trying to get people to get involved with me so I can get something from them. No, I look at a person this way. Even when I take a friend on Facebook or whatever, I look things over, but you can't tell that much about Facebook. But what I do see, that they may have something that can benefit me, and I look at it where I might have something that could benefit them, and then that way we can benefit each other. And then some people, I'm just going to friend you because I think you need help, and then I might have something that I can help you with. I might be able to show you a better way to do the things that you're trying to do. So I'm trying to keep it 100 with you. I want you to know that if you think you know me, you don't, because I'm always growing, I'm always changing, I'm on a journey. So I'm not in the same place I was yesterday, and you shouldn't be either, because if you get caught in that time warp and you're like a hamster on a wheel doing the same thing every day, then you need to change something. And then one thing about change, I know a lot of people, they resist change, they're afraid of change, but one thing about change is you can change a little bit each day. Maybe you do 1 minute today, 2 minutes tomorrow, maybe you might make it up to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. But whatever you need to do to be the person that you need to be, you need to start working on that, because it's not going to just happen. Everything comes with work. So I'm saying all that to say this. Anything that I present to you, anything that I talk about, listen, if you are interested in anything that I talk about or that I do, I'm going to be 100 with you. You work with me, I'm going to be your friend to the end, because I'm a loyal type person. That's who I am. But I only introduce things to you because I think you need it. I think it'll benefit you. I think that it will be something positive in your life, whether it's influence mentally, whether it's influence physically, whether it's influence spiritually. I believe that it'll be something that will benefit you in your life. And that's what it's all about. I like to see everybody win. That's why I'm sitting here studying right now. See this here? That's why I talk about trading so much, because I come to realize that each and every one of us, we invest every single day. Our whole life is an investment. We invest time into whatever it is that we do. We donate time, or we give time, or we trade time, but we're always investing. So what I want you to do, invest in being your best self. Invest in learning how to get to know people, or to learn enough about a person that you're able to communicate better. Get rid of these gaps, because we actually are stronger when we learn how to include one another instead of cause division between one another, because I probably have something that could benefit you, and you probably have something that could benefit me. Look, it's just Savoy Life, saying what I say, talking like I talk, so that you can get to know a little bit more about me, and then you won't have to assume anything. And if you do assume something, talk to me. I'm going to be 100 with you. But if you don't believe it, then that's on you, because it's your opinion and you're allowed to keep it. This is Savoy Life. Just wanted to say things, just want to be more authentic, because I thought about it. I listened to something that a friend of mine said, and how he's always been authentic. And when I looked at it, I looked at all the phony stuff that I see around every day. I looked at how people change up around certain people, and how people hold back because of certain people. Another person is not worthy of you holding back who you really are. Maybe if you need to change something, just change it, but don't hold it back. Do what you need to do with it. If you're holding it back, maybe it's because you don't need it. Or if you're holding it back, maybe it's because you're intimidated. But whatever the situation is, get real with yourself and do what you need to do to be the best you. This is Savoy Life. I hope you heard me. Bless. I'm out.